Hey, music lovers, welcome to Musical Miles Podcast. I'm your host, Byron Duffin, and I am here with the Swinging Lights. Will y'all introduce yourselves, starting here? I met your mom today, by the way.
You did meet my mom, Tanya.
Tanya, yeah, so speak into the mic, if you will.
Yeah,
Tell me
you
your
met
name.
my mom, Tanya. My name's Matt Gooch, and I'm from around here. I'm from Idaho Falls.
That's what she said.
Yep,
You were
so
from
my
Idaho
folks are
Falls.
out here tonight.
Cool, I got to meet your mom, and then this is Chris.
I'm Chris. I'm
From
Murray, Utah.
Murray, Utah.
I'm Elliot. I'm from New Jersey originally, but I've lived in Utah 15 years. So.
Wow, New Jersey. You guys let a guy in the band from New Jersey.
We did.
Unfortunately.
They did.
That's
yeah.
amazing. And you are, who the F is Spike?
Yeah.
Yeah,
My name's Justin Carroll,
Justin.
and I grew up in Murray as well, but living in a little place called Colville in Utah.
Oh, I've been to
currently.
Colville. I know some people from Colville.
Yeah, it's a cool little town.
Yeah, that is a cool little town, kind of on the way to Park City.
Yep.
Yeah,
About 20
cool.
minutes out from Park City.
Well, so let's talk a little bit. We are in at High C, Idaho, at the South Fork Fest, which is a music, actually arts festival type deal. Cool place, cool venue. I've been here, I kind of grew up in Idaho, so I've been out here a few times, but had never been to this venue, and what a cool place.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is top notch, and of course Coulter Wilson and his partners set this deal up, and they reached out to me and said, "Hey, would you come and help promote it?" And so we interviewed them before, like a couple months ago, put them on our podcast and shared it with our listeners, and hoped that we generate at least one or two guys to show up, right?
Nice. Yeah.
So, but cool deal. So you guys are from Utah, Idaho.
Transplant to Utah.
How long y'all been playing together?
These two, the
Chris and
longest.
Justin.
Yeah, they're the original
How long?
members.
I don't even know now. What is it?
It's been over 10 years.
10 years.
It
Probably
might be
been
over
about-
15.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Could
Wow.
be true.
I think it is.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, this typically our interviews are one-on-one, right? And maybe
Yeah.
two. When we get full bands, it's just fun, which we love it. Audio is always a little bit more of a challenge, but nonetheless, we're glad that you guys joined us. We've kind of hung out this morning and talked a little bit, and sat over here and played with Sean's guys a little bit, in which I suck. I'm a terrible guitar player, but it was fun that they included an old fart like me. So
Yeah, those are good guys.
yeah. So let's talk a little bit about you guys been together 10 or 15 years, but how long you been playing? I mean, your mom told me you've been playing drums for a long time.
Yeah, I started as a kid in the concert band when I was 10.
Okay.
On the snare drum, learning to read music and play with the concert band and
And
marching
you were in
band.
Southern California at the time, yes?
I was.
Yeah, and so you've had some influence from some big-time drummers, right?
Sure, yeah. I mean, I got the opportunity to take some lessons from different jazz drummers down there that helped me get started. And I came out here when I was 16.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So,
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing, I don't know, 30 years, I guess, 33 years since I was
wow. So what do you
yeah.
play, lead or?
No, I just play the guitar and the banjo a little bit.
Okay.
The banjo, I've only been at it for like 5 or 6 years. But,
Okay.
He lost a girlfriend learning to play that instrument.
Yeah. You play it too much and they get like the first year
Drove
of
her
banjo's
crazy.
not good. to
Near
have a
the
girlfriend.
banjo.
You got to be at least 2 years into the banjo before you start dating anybody.
Okay.
Well, it didn't help that she was Venezuelan. They don't like the band.
They don't like the banjo
She-
anyway.
they don't like the banjo.
Not unless it's the
No, she wasn't
Moroccos or
feeling
something.
it. She was not feeling it.
Stop it, Chris.
Well, and we don't have a lead guitar per se because these two practice the art of weaving, guitar
Okay.
weaving. So sometimes he's leading, sometimes you're lead, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kinda
kinda
goes
like
back
it
and forth,
mostly,
takes
it
more,
mostly, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of it goes on who wrote the song. 'Cause
Okay.
One thing I like about this band a lot is that a lot of us write and
That's cool.
then from there it's really cooperative too. Like when someone brings an idea,
Yeah.
we really kind of make it happen all together. So if I wrote the song, I feel like typically I'm playing rhythm on it and just kind of playing the chords, and kind of vice versa with Chris. He just writes more songs than me, so that's why I end up playing
No, I've
lead.
just been in it for 15 years. So he had a bunch.
He has a lot of
before
years
that.
head
It's
start.
Just,
yeah,
it's just since he
I didn't join the band until 2022.
Yeah.
I want to say.
Well, but
2020.
he recorded on our album before he joined the band.
That's true.
Oh, okay.
I recorded on Trouble with the Truth, which was their album that came out in, I want to say, 2018.
Okay. How many bands? We got the doggies all tangled up. We got the producer. She's great. Yeah.
Just taking care of our dog.
Yeah. No worries. So how many albums have you done?
As the Swinging Lights,
the Swinging
we've got
Lights.
4.
4 albums.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you recorded them all down in Salt Lake, or
Yeah.
right?
Actually,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Okay.
The last one we did at Archive Studios, really, really cool spot, man.
Yeah.
All right.
That was a real fun one to record. And then, yeah, but the lineup of the band has been different, I'd say, for every album pretty much, right? 'Cause
Pretty
it's-
much, yeah.
the first one's real kind of sparse. I really like that one, but these guys were just a 3-piece.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
you two play guitar. What do you play?
Bass.
Bass. Okay. And drums. Okay.
drums.
So there's no fiddle, no keyboard.
I play keys.
You play keys
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
keys and some acoustic too. I kind of switch up with the acoustic and electric
Okay.
guitar.
Okay.
Occasionally a mando, but not
And
Not too
and
often,
a little
yeah.
banjo in there.
a little bit of
Yeah,
banjo.
you might as well put it in there. It costs
Yeah,
your
yeah.
girlfriend, so you got to use
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Prove
Might
to
as
her that
well,
it was
might as
worth
well
it.
use it now.
He's
Yeah.
got him more girlfriends since.
Yeah, that's the thing.
He's
So
in good
what?
shape.
What is? Unfortunately, well, and I did listen to some of your stuff the other night. I try and prepare when I know for sure, but I don't always know for sure whether I'm going to get the interviews right. So here, I thought it was pretty good chances with Coulter, and we're all kind of in one spot. We got a captive audience, so
Yeah.
it's taken us most of the day to get it worked out to get you to sit down. You know,
Yeah.
between the hikes and the,
Yeah,
so-
we had to go swim in the river.
and swim in the
Twice.
river twice.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. We hear all these sirens going by. I don't know.
Yeah,
I hope
that's
somebody
not
somebody didn't drown in this river. This river's a little nasty at times, but what do you guys? What genre would you call your music? Do you have
that's a tough one.
Is that Americana? That's kind of everybody says. Yeah, we're Americana if you're not country and you're not rock and roll or pop.
about
it's
the area it ends
Yeah.
up in.
Yeah.
When you pick up the banjo, it leans a little bit bluegrassy, but
Yeah.
we've got drums in there, so it's not.
Yeah.
You know. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we're not like straight ahead classic country, but I'd say you hear you hear that in the music. But I also think some more modern kind of hybrid bands like I was listening to the Violent Femmes on the way down here, and I was
Okay.
like, I feel like we have a little bit of that going too. Like some of the songwriting
We covered
almost
the
has a little
songwriting
punk,
as well.
punk edge to it sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, who would have influenced you guys? I mean, Chris, you're kind of the
Growing up, it was just kind of like rock stuff, but when we were initially writing, probably the biggest influence at the time was like Wilco. Like,
Okay.
So Wilco is kind of considered like alt country.
yeah.
But then from there, I mean, we just branched out, probably even leaning more to like the past outlaw stuff. And so, I
Okay.
mean, we try to cover just like when we're doing stuff like Waylon or Merle and that
Sure,
sort of stuff. And so
sure.
then we start mixing that in to the Allman Brothers style type stuff.
So you have that Southern rock, the Allman Brothers, and
Little bit,
and a
yeah.
little bit of the bluesy stuff because those guys had that Alabama, Southern rock,
Yeah.
that got tied in there.
Kind of twangy
Yeah,
blues.
yeah,
you know.
which was awesome. But
Really cool.
But and then you get a little bit with Merle, the California sound, the
Yeah.
Bakersfield sound a little bit. So,
Yeah, I mean, we like nitty gritty dirt band, that sort of stuff. We actually grew up down the street from like John McEwen in Utah, so yeah, they were a big influence too, and
sure.
play some of their stuff. And
Was some of the band guys from Utah?
well, he lived there at least, like with
Yeah.
his kids and all that sort of
Because
stuff. Just like the road.
aren't they more Colorado? I mean, weren't they Colorado
I
based?
think they were, but I
from
think
there, yeah.
I think they were considered California, like
Were they?
Fish in the Dark, like,
Oh yeah,
but,
yeah.
but
Well,
they're
that's a
Colorado.
classic, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
But I mean, we listened to that sort of stuff a lot. But then more recently, I mean, when we were first doing stuff, it's like we'd also get influence from like Dr. Dog or I don't know who else you'd lean into. You like nowadays you like what are the names of those guys you like? You keep showing.
I like War on Drugs
War
and
on
Real
Drugs.
Estate, like some of that
Charlie
kind of
Crockett.
indie rock
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Charlie, you're a Charlie Crockett guy.
I love Charlie.
Yeah,
That's
Charlie's
great.
cool. He's got a cool story too. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and some of these guys, there's so much music out there, it would be hard. Even my kids, you guys are, like, I have kids that are probably older than some of you.
Yeah.
Maybe.
How old are you, Chris?
I'm 45.
45. My oldest is 42.
47.
Oh my goodness, you're an old man.
Yeah,
How do
These
you
guys
keep
are,
these
these
kids
guys
in
are like
line?
half the age and stuff.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, my oldest is 42, but it's interesting, the younger ones, and I got a couple that live in Ogden, right? And so they listen to some of the bands, and I guarantee you they've been to your concerts probably.
Nice.
You know, they're but some of the stuff they listen to, I'm like, I've never heard of it, right? Well, is that Backseat Lovers? That's a Utah band. Yeah, I actually met the lead guitar player on a flight back from Nashville a couple of years ago. They just got done playing at Bonnaroo, and so
Cool.
he was sitting right next to me, and I'm like, hey, where you been? And anyway, it was funny. And my youngest, he's like, Dad, that's a big deal. So, but that was long before the podcast started, so we weren't. It wasn't as impressive as it should have.
Could have been an
Yeah, it
episode.
could have been
but-
really cool.
Yeah.
But
Wrong time.
well, cool. So where do you guys typically play? I mean, you're up here this weekend for help promote this deal. I know this is not a big paying, because this is one of those weekends that you kind of sacrifice a little bit. You get to come up. And,
No,
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
a sacrifice.
It's not a
It's
sacrifice.
cool, man. This is
Yeah,
fun.
it's a real fun place to be. I mean,
Oh, cool.
just me and the other bands, and them putting us up in a cabin.
Right.
The place is really cool. Beautiful campground. I mean,
Yeah, it just
we're
doesn't get
having
any
a great
better.
time.
That's
but
awesome.
yeah, we play. We definitely play Salt Lake, Park City,
Okay.
kind of up and down the Wasatch front,
Right.
back, up and down Moab. We've been getting into Colorado a little
Have ya?
recently. Yeah, so
Wyoming.
Wyoming. We've played a couple. We're
Yeah,
going
in
up
2
to
weeks.
Jackson in a couple weeks.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
So
Where are you playing in Jackson?
what's that place
Wart
called?
Hotel.
The Wart. Yeah.
Oh, the
Dollar
Wart.
Bar.
Oh, what a
Yeah.
cool hotel.
Yeah, cool
Yeah,
spot.
it's a historical hotel.
Yeah,
It's
really
been
cool
around
building,
forever.
and
So
that's always a fun show.
This'll
be
our
I'm
third
excited to
time
go
there.
not when there's like ice on the roads and blizzards. Because we've played the last 2 winters there, which is fun because it's Jackson. It's a ski town in the winter, so there's a certain energy, but
right.
the energy driving up there is like not a positive
Oh, we almost didn't get there.
one.
We almost
a few
couldn't
years
get in.
ago, we
Dude.
got like
There was storm warnings on all the roads out there.
They closed.
yeah.
They closed Teton Pass.
Well, they closed that pass.
Yeah.
And hell, last year half the thing sloughed away, right?
Yeah.
So it's
yeah.
yeah. I think back as a kid, I was 15 years old and drove a 2.5 ton truck over the top of that to go pick up a horse, bobtail livestock truck.
Wow.
What the hell was my dad thinking sending me, right? But
He
anyway.
didn't want to do it.
No, he knew, yeah, these kids are stupid. They'll do it, right? But no, that's cool. Jackson's a great place, and you're getting some of that Colorado. Have you played down around Durango at all?
Not
we're
Durango.
trying.
No, somebody
actually.
recommended that to us.
Yeah,
That's a
and we
cool
actually have a
town.
few venues down in New Mexico as well that we almost had a few gigs booked this summer with, but then our schedules got funky, and it's pretty far to go.
Sure.
So we
Are-
have plans to get down to southern Colorado and New Mexico.
Are you
and that
guys
whole area.
all is the music deal the full-time gig, or do you have some of you have
No.
real jobs?
Does that exist?
I think
Is that a thing?
unfortunately there's some real jobs among us.
Yeah. Well, which happens, right?
But we practice a lot, and we kind of take a lot of weekends and commit it to it, and I think it's a good balance for us because we all enjoy it. It seems to me.
Cool.
Yeah, it's fun. It gets overwhelming sometimes. I mean, because we have to reel in sometimes the Utah shows just because we get invited to a lot of stuff. But it's
Oh,
kind
I'm
of like
sure
too
you
much
do.
like right in the same spot.
What are some of the venues in Salt Lake that are you play in Ogden? There's I know there's some stuff down around 24th Street, and is the Depot or is that in Salt Lake?
Depot's in Salt Lake,
Salt
which
Lake.
we haven't played yet. That's a pretty big.
That's a big deal.
we could open for someone there.
Sure.
But
Urban Lounge.
Urban Lounge and Metro. Didn't we just open for
Yeah,
Slim Cessna?
Slim Cessna from Denver.
Okay.
At Metro. So all those venues they're fun when
Open
touring
up.
bands come through. I mean, they're a sacrifice. Like, they don't really pay anything and
Yeah.
stuff. But you're playing.
Yeah,
You're
but
playing
you're-
to people in your market for a band that's bringing people out, and
for new customers,
we like
right?
doing it, yeah.
for new followers, and that's what we hope, because we hope that somebody that follows us, after they hear this, they go, hey, I'm gonna have to go check those guys out, and that's you know, we're kind of unique in that there's some other music podcasts, but I think we're more, I don't know, we kind of feel like we try and pull the curtain back on the music industry, and we've done everything from some big time songwriters, you know, in the country world, and even in the pop world. And I think I shared with you this morning, did I, that the couple of people that we have interviewed, Rebecca Lynn Howard, who's a two-time Grammy Award winner, who her and her husband played for Steven Tyler for 10 years.
That's right.
So
Wow.
that's a crazy story. So and so, but you know how the music industry works, because most people don't know that. You guys write a lot of your own music. You do many covers. I mean, you said you do reach down and play some rural.
Sometimes just when you're playing like certain venues, just to kind of like,
They expect
because well, not just expecting that. I think because we're eclectic, it's kind of like orients people a little bit to like what we're doing. Like if you throw in like a little bit of some outlaw country and then do maybe some sort of modern thing, they kind of get what you're doing a little bit more, because you pop up at places where they don't really understand so much the Americana alt country thing. They kind of have to orient themselves to
And we're always trying to choose covers, I feel like, that fit it, but that aren't overplayed, too easy stuff that's kind of just like, you know, softball.
Well, you know,
like,
people that go to Nashville, you know, they go down on Nashville and they want to hear the modern country, and it's those guys. That's all they do is covers, right? They never get to. You're never going to get discovered on Broadway or Lower Broadway in Nashville, unless you're getting discovered as a guitar player or a piano player.
Yeah, we kind of begrudgingly weave them into like as crowd pleasers, like here and there and stuff. But we could definitely go for 2 hours or longer without using one.
Yeah, and would rather do that. I mean, a cover here and there is fun. We might play one tonight.
But the cool thing is that you do a lot of original stuff, because not all bands do that, right? And
well, we got 4 albums of original music,
well, this is true.
Ideally, that's what we want to be doing, but we throw in covers sometimes, and they're fun. We pick ones that we actually enjoy. We like to cover Ween.
1 or 2 more albums.
There's always somebody in the audience that just loves Ween, and we have this underlying joke of like, we're gonna play Ween,
who's gonna be the Ween,
and who's gonna be spawned in the moment.
Because it's amazing.
Like
You'd be shocked what venues like someone comes out of the woodwork.
Yeah,
and it's
always
like,
the only one.
And they are enthusiastic.
Everybody else is kind of into it, but there's one person who's like, whoa.
Last time in Moab, there were quite a few.
Kitchen staff comes out.
The kitchen staff
came out of the back. Oh, that's cool.
We had a female for the first time.
Yeah, we were like, who's gonna be? This one gal comes running up and wow.
Well, that's cool. Well, I don't want to hold you guys up. Thank you so much for taking time to join us.
Absolutely.
We try and keep this to about a 30 and fit it all in, but we love hearing the stories. So what would be your favorite venue to play that you have played? Do you have a favorite?
I don't know. That's a tough one.
That's tough.
We really enjoyed playing at the Garage on Beck.
Yeah, it's a shame that place.
I've been there and had lunch. A long time ago.
They
But
closed down.
They threw a great festival.
Yeah, we played like
their closing weekend. They must have had 50 local bands come out.
Oh, you're
and
kidding.
play it, which we were honored to be a part of that, and that was really
It
fun.
was a good staple.
Yeah, it was.
Grid City Music Fest.
I was about
is
to
really
say
cool.
that's coming up. Grid City in Salt
One of our
Lake
good
City.
friends, Derek Wright, he is one of the big guys pulling that off, and it's just grows and grows every year.
They
basically have a ton of different venues at breweries and stuff, and then they have a fun bus that like will shuttle you back and forth, and they just have
really?
music all day
When is
for
that?
the whole weekend. It's like in a week or two,
That's
right?
next weekend, isn't
Is it
it?
next weekend?
25th.
Well,
I think it's
so the
next Sunday.
21st through the 20th through the 25th. We're in Vegas at that big songwriter
That's
festival
right.
we're
You
going
mentioned
to,
that.
which sucks because that doesn't suck. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be epic as far as songwriter festivals go. But we miss out on it. We kind of have to learn to pick and choose where we're going because we're getting so many things on our schedule now. I'd go to all of them if I could.
That's amazing.
But you know, like. Is that Red West Fest is coming up in October in Salt Lake. We didn't go last year. We were actually in Texas doing a 2-week trip in Texas when that was going on.
Nice.
So
Cool.
we want to try and do that this year, but the challenge for us too is there's so many things going on. We have to, number one, we have to pick and choose, and number two, the ones who are willing to give us media passes get first push, right?
Yeah, of course.
Because otherwise, you know what it cost us to go? We've seen over 400 live acts in the last year.
Wow.
Damn.
So can you imagine if I had to buy a ticket to every one of those? And we still buy some tickets because last weekend at the Braun Brothers, they don't give me a media passes there, but their lineup was so epic for us that we just said,
It's worth it,
Yeah,
we
that's a
gotta
cool
go.
one.
So, but
Nice.
anyway, so okay, here's a question I like to ask one-on-one, guys. Who would you like to work with, dead or alive, that you haven't had a chance to work with? A superstar bass player, or just somebody from the past, or somebody that's alive and is a major rock star. Who would you like to work with?
That's a good question.
That is a good one.
If it comes to bass playing, I mean, I love John Sturrat from Wilco. He's a phenomenal bass player.
Okay.
And Toby from Dr. Dog. Like, I'd like to shadow those two turkeys for a day. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. But as far as making music with, Waylon, 100%.
Waylon, yeah. How cool would that have been?
Oh, yeah.
He's actually, believe it or not,
He partied harder than the Stones did. So, you know, see if I can hit it.
and he didn't take any shit from anybody.
No.
So he's actually buried in Mesa, Arizona, in the same cemetery Shanda's brother's buried in.
Nice.
And so anyway, how about you?
Oh, who would I work with? That's hard. The first thing that came to my mind, even though I want to pick something else, is Charles Mingus. Because I just love jazz, and as a from a composition perspective, I thought he was so amazing back when he was doing what he did. So that's kind of a random ass curveball answer for a country band.
Because
but, you know,
I don't know the name, so
Yeah.
personally, I'd have to go check it out now.
Yeah. Well, he was a big time jazz composer in the 50s and 60s.
Okay.
I forget when he died, like pretty young.
Okay.
But or like he stopped making music, like he got pretty sick late in his life, but he did all kinds of crazy stuff pushing the genre of jazz, and he was really into really big bands doing group improv together, and it got all chaotic. He was just a really out there kind of heady guy, and I think being around people like that just have that sort of like genius whirlwind brain going on would be like really cool.
Okay.
Even though he'd yell at me so much for fucking up.
Oh yeah.
But I need that. That's good.
Yeah.
These guys are too nice.
Did you know him? I mean, you knew him?
Oh, no.
No, you just knew
Not
who
personally.
he was. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's saying
But
if you knew him, he would yell at
just
him.
knowing
He would.
yourself, he'd just yell at you.
I know.
Or, you know, Doc Watson or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
But current day, like guys who are around right now, lives in Utah. Jake Workman, I would go for him. He's the Kentucky Thunder. Ricky Skaggs is a flat
Yeah.
picker.
Oh my
but
gosh!
also a guy who I got
he played
to
with Ricky Skaggs.
Yeah, for a long time. And then, but the guy who I got to take some lessons from, and he's way underknown and should be known as one of the best flat pickers out there, is Zeb Snyder from Appalachian Roadshow. And I got to take some lessons from him, and just like he says, like I would love to play with him, but I also wouldn't keep up with him at all. So
That dude shreds,
he's so
man.
good. Yeah, he's unbelievable. He's in Nashville now, and flat pickers, current day flat pickers, and the flat pickers of the past. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Drummers.
Well, drummers are people I'd like to be on the stage with.
I mean, musicians.
Well,
I
let
mean,
me say this then, because when you're playing drums behind somebody, it's a unique perspective into their sound and how they approach music.
Okay, I can appreciate
And
that.
I would love, it's kind of like being a fly on the wall for something, right?
Right.
I would love to sit behind a few different guys and just hear what it sounds like being on stage with them, and people that I've loved all my life, you know, Jimi Hendrix and John Coltrane.
Yeah.
And some of these, I love musicians that have a giant sound like that, powerful sound, and I would love to be playing drums behind it.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense.
I think it'd be a cool experience.
You know what? Yeah, I can see that. All right, one more question. Songwriters. So, who's the most prolific in your group? You're a songwriter, right here. No.
Definitely.
Well, they say it's me, but it's only because in this group I was at it the longest.
Sure.
But they've all had a bunch of their songs in other bands before, and in the past 4 years since we've all been together, the horses are running like right even. Like,
Okay.
for sure.
Well, okay, but songwriting. Who do you really?
I would say Chris is more heady. His lyrics are very deep. Like you got to be paying
Yeah,
attention
there's
to
a
really
lot of themes
understand
in
what's
Chris's
going on.
writing.
Like Chris
So I
is
say
He does a lot of like
lot of
literate.
stuff.
He has a lot
heady.
of like literary references too. Like you reference, I feel like a lot of kind of classic literature,
Okay.
just,
I
like
have a master's
ideas
in literature,
from
but the
old books and stuff.
when it
It's
comes
cool.
to that sort of stuff, like lyrically, I go with like Leonard Cohen or
okay.
Nick Cave or
Yeah.
those types of guys, and I really get into those
Okay.
guys who really
And then
put.
I would say Elliot's more like that solid bluegrassy, like take you
Yeah.
home on a highway ride. Like, I don't know, man. Like,
Lyrics
it's
are
good
weird
stuff.
for me,
I love
but
it.
I'd have to say Towns Van Zandt.
Oh,
is,
yeah.
I think one of the most underrated.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a
in
doubt.
in this world
Yeah.
of kind of
I think-
country,
I
he
think-
just was so good.
I think him and Guy Clark and
Yeah.
and even Prine, are going to go down
yeah.
in
Totally.
history as some
Prine's
of the
one of
greats.
the greatest lyricists to ever live,
Oh.
in my opinion.
Oh yeah, we've covered
Absolutely.
the songs.
He can paint a picture that just.
Yeah.
I don't know how he did it, man. So
yeah,
good.
yeah, agreed.
Justin over here, I'd say, is the most just from the heart. He'll talk about it
Yeah.
no matter what it is. and he's gonna talk
Unfiltered.
about it, and, yeah, unfiltered.
I like that about your songwriting.
So
He's a bit of a joker.
I mean, we threw some names out there, but then I kind of jumped in. But Prine, who else? Anybody else that comes to mind?
Of what?
Songwriting.
Oh, of songwriting.
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
I mean, not that we haven't already talked about, like Prine for sure, Waylon. I love Waylon's raw lyrics, big time. Just how everything hit in the Waylon band.
Yeah.
Love all that stuff. So
Cool.
yeah.
And how about you, Mr. Drummer?
He writes a ton too.
Songwriters.
He just hasn't given
Well,
us any of it yet.
yeah.
We
Oh,
got him.
he's hiding it.
He's
Well,
keeping it
He's
under.
being a little
He's
shy.
got African drumming stuff.
It's maybe it sounds cheesy, but I love their songwriting so much. I don't want to take up any space on the record because I'm so happy and content with what I'm hearing from them. So when I
Listen,
joined the band,
Ringo, there's got to be. You got to
Yeah,
throw a
come
little
on,
in there.
man.
Ringo
Yellow
came up with
Submarine,
some
man.
good stuff, right?
Yeah, at least
know,
give us a.
the three of them all write in their own style that works so well. I thought 3 songwriters is enough.
Yeah.
It's a system that's working. I think the formula is working.
But Matt's
But-
a wizard. Matt, he gets after it. And
But
he
he
loves
hasn't
it no
letting
matter
Matt
what
sing.
the beat is. He's
let me
loving
sing.
it.
They
And
gave me a
the
mic.
singing drummer, man, it's a thing. He really
Yeah, he
belts it
sings it.
out. He's
Yeah.
a good singer.
And I genuinely feel like when I write the songs, like when I write it, it's just like I put up the scaffolding or the little idea of this whole song. I just put up the framing and they finish the song.
Well, I
Any one
think,
of my songs.
I think it has to be collaborative in some regard. I mean, unless you're a solo artist, and I've talked to a lot of songwriters, and some of them it is very, very personal. Right there, it is. I don't want to share that with anybody, and that's they get up in the morning and they have an idea and they write it out and they finish it, and that's that, right? And but it's for them. It's not to be that they didn't write it with the intent of somebody else doing a
Right,
cut on it, right?
right.
Now there are some that I'm sure that do that, right? But there are a lot of people can't write by themselves. They just, it takes a collaboration with someone else. And then there's some that are very dedicated, right? Every morning they get up with their pen and they sit down and they write every day.
Yeah.
Well, my completed songs 100% rely on these guys, just in the sense of I can think of every single song I've ever written and what it was when I was strumming it in my house on an acoustic and what it ended up being. And it's not the same song
And you
at all
leave it
anymore.
wide
I'm fine
open
with
when
it.
you
I'm
bring
fine.
it to
I
us.
want them to fill it in like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
No, I don't have to introduce anybody till 7:00. Sorry.
not a problem.
That's when I have the producer back here. She's keeping me in line.
And I feel the same way about that. It's I don't play guitar, I don't play drums. So for me to be like, this is how the drums are supposed to sound. And the unique thing about this current lineup that we've been rocking is everybody just kind of naturally gets it. Like, there
I
isn't
give
a whole
almost
lot
no
of
direction,
like,
but
that's
there's sometimes
sound.
like Elliot does some things where he's doing a little bit more orchestrated. Like if you're doing this, I got to do this. So he's going to tell you kind of what
Well,
exactly has to
for
happen.
one-
There has to be one tyrant in the band because everyone's too nice and apologetic otherwise. So sometimes when I'm hearing something specific in a song, I will
Well, it has,
okay,
spell
it
it
has
out
to
and
be
say,
that if
here's
there's
what we're
going to be
doing.
like a specific.
But that's
way
only
of
if I
doing
hear it.
songs.
I think otherwise, I'm just kind of like,
Well, what's amazing to me in musically, I look at a band because it's a little bit like, I don't know what to compare it to, but there's a lot going on stage for you guys to all hear and mesh together and not sound like a bunch of just junk.
Well,
Yeah.
one of the reasons Wilco is one of my favorite bands I lean on. If you go and listen to Wilco, they change lineup a ton of times throughout the years, and they're one of the rare bands that when they change lineup, they let the new guys just be the new guys, and then they'll play the old songs with the new guys, but the new guys kind of color it how they color it. And that totally happens here. Like we play our older songs, but these guys do their own version of it.
Okay.
And it makes it a
Yeah.
whole new.
Yeah,
and
most of
different
them
thing.
I'm not playing the same beats as Wayne anymore.
Yeah,
I
he
started
didn't
off
have to like
and then-
learn our old songs that way. He learned it. He did it his way.
Yeah.
Did it his way, and you guys kind of adapted more
And
to
that we
him.
expect it to be that way. Yeah.
Well, I would assume that some, but in some regard, it's probably a little weird to your listeners to go, well, something's a little different here, and then they realize that well, we got a new drummer,
Yeah.
or we got a new lead guy, or
Yeah.
somebody playing rhythm that
Sure.
hasn't been there, and which has got to be the case in every band that's ever been, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
well, cool. Well, you guys have given me some real perspective on the music world, and something that I think our listeners can appreciate, and look forward to you guys tonight, and then hopefully we get to come to Utah and see you, and or somewhere down there.
Yeah, we'll be around, and just check us out on Instagram and
So
Facebook.
you're
we
that's
got a
where
website.
You do have a website, theswinginglights.com.
That's right.
And
Yep.
and is everything under the Swinging
It's
Lights?
just all the Swinging Lights. So we've got
Perfect.
stuff up on YouTube and
Yeah.
Instagram, all that stuff. And we
You'd be
announce
amazed
all our
at how
shows
many-
on there.
How many artists have a different moniker for each social media?
Yeah,
which is a
yeah.
pain in the ass.
We can't even handle one social media. So it's,
I can relate. Hey, these guys are playing. I'm not going to make you guys play me a song tonight, but I appreciate it. But I'll grab that guitar and you guys all autograph it for me. That one's the back was all autographed. It's full with gold. There's some pretty good songwriters on there.
nice.
But yeah, there's Matt Warren. Matt Warren's Nashville songwriter's got a couple of number ones. And,
Nice. That's awesome.
yeah.
Thank you for having us, and thanks to South Fork Music Fest. It's an awesome event.
Oh,
We're
no doubt.
psyched
Well,
to
I
be here.
guarantee you we'll be back next year, and we're going to drag our adult kids and our grandkids, because I think this
It's
is
a great family fest.
this is the
Yeah.
most family-friendly fest that I've seen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
families and
yeah.
it's cool. This is only second year at this location.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there on the top right. Yep.
Thanks for doing this. It's been fun.
Thanks
Thank
again.
you.
And we look forward to, and we'll tag all your social and all that stuff when we. So what you guys follow me if you will, please send me a
Yeah,
message so that I can let you know when this goes live.
Awesome.
It's probably going to be, it could be a couple months
No
just because they're backlogged.
Yeah.
But
That's nice for you.
well, it's really
That means
nice.
you get a break at some point in the future,
Well, that's the well, yeah.
or maybe not.
I don't know. Well, we always keep, every time we have an opportunity, we go and stack them up, interview as many as we can. So,
Well,
but
thanks
thank
for
you.
what you're doing. It's great.
Well, appreciate you guys. And
Thanks,
before
man.
we get out of here, let's get a picture with the 5 of us. All right. Hey, for Musical Miles Podcast, I'm your host. We'll see you somewhere down the road. Adios for now. We're here with the Swinging Lights.